Alright, Shalom, coming to the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Rakakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And salutes unto the Arkim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. Now this is just going to be a quick hit video. Pretty much dealing with this account, recorded in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 6. I'm going to start from verse 13. And pretty much the point is this, man, don't mock another man's praise, because nothing of life, substance, or purpose will come from you, man. Don't mock another man's praise. Sometimes brothers tell testimonies and the brother really gets into it. Hey, well, guess what? Whilst listening, you and I should get into it too. Okay? A brother may give a brief explanation or account of something that's happened whilst you're at the camp. Fair enough. We can abstain from the long testimonies at camp because that's more solely for teaching. But amongst brothers, when you're just chilling or just talking, if a man's getting into his testimony and things of that nature, then, let him do it, man. And this ain't based on anything that's happening recently. I'm just speaking in the spirit. This kind of came to mind, man. Okay? And if a man's happy in his testimony, then, you should be happy. I should be happy as if it was I myself or you yourself in that situation whereby the Lord delivered you and made a way, man. Okay? When a man's praising the Lord, just let him do his thing, man. Because guess what? He's praising the Lord, not you. Okay. And when when you're by yourself, man, you may open up a bit more. Or if you're in the house with brothers, you may open up a bit more. But at the end of the day, man, we don't mock men's praises for Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, because at the end of the day, it's for Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, not for us, man. Okay? And that's where that hating spirit can come along. Anyway, this is 2 Samuel chapter 6. Said what I've got to say, so let me just read it. From verse 13. And it was so that when they that bear the ark of the Lord had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed oxen and fatlings. And David danced before the Lord with all his might. And David was girded with a linen ephod. Okay. So yeah, David was getting into it, man. The music was playing. The musicians were playing, and David was dancing, man, going in. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. So, she saw David praising the Lord, and she felt a type of way about it. That's a wicked spirit, man. And really that, because what it was is that, the attention was on the Lord and not her, man. That's the spirit of these women out here, man. I've dealt with women that they feel pursued. You could be doing anything. You could be watching football. You could be playing PlayStation. You could be listening to music. They'll be fine. They won't be talking to you all day. You're in 2 separate parts of the house and they're perfectly fine being left to their own devices. Because some other bullshit's got your attention. But as soon as you watch videos or want to do a video or take out the scriptures, it's you ignore me. It's them demons that jump on the women, man. They want the attention you give to the Lord. And if you do give into that, then you're an idolater, man. You'd be giving worship to a woman instead of to the Lord. Right? Verse 17. And they brought in the ark of the Lord and set it in its place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and the peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord. of hosts. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well, to the woman as men, to everyone a cake of bread, and a good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house. So David fed the people, bread and meat and wine, man. And David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself. Because obviously there was people around, handmaids were around as well. And David was dancing, and basically his rod had slipped out for a second, because the scripture says all that he had wore was that linen. He was wearing that linen ephod, man. And his under his garment, an undergarment, his thing kind of slipped out. And you have to remember back then, men were taller. Things then were bigger, man. And that's another thing. Like people, these other nations are the so-called black man. They have big dicks and all that. Well, this is us in our minimized state. So imagine how it was back then, man, and how it's gonna be in the kingdom. Pure enjoyment. Fun till it can't done. Yeah, that's Benjamin. But yeah, man, is what it is. So his rod slipped out, and she felt funny about it, and okay. And David said unto Michal,